Hello, welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and get fierce today with you guys using a lot of my favorite products. This is the McGrath concealer in light medium shade 10. We're gonna use that to prime our eyes. We're gonna put that all over, and then using their brush, we're gonna go ahead and spread out the concealer to go ahead and cover the whole eye there. And then we're going to use a NYX sponge to go ahead and just make sure that there's no excess product. We're going to also set it with the setting powder there to go ahead and make sure it's ready for some color. I'm going to dust off any excess powder just to make sure. And we're going to be using the Dominique Cosmetics Solar Thunder palette. I'm going to go in starting with Zero Gravity. We're going to use this as our transition color to help with all the other colors to brighten them up a little bit more. You'll see at the final look. You won't even notice that we even put this color down. And then going to pick up the Lunar Eclipse to go ahead and put that right on top. Again, this is the bright orange one there. It's going to help bring out that color. It ends up making it more of a brown color, which I wasn't mad at. I'm going to be switching my brush to a more dense brush, picking up Mystic Ice and putting that all over my lid. This is going to be our pop of color. I'm going to put that all over. I'll be going back and forth to intensify the color. You'll be able to see that in the next clips. I really like the blue. It popped out so nicely. And then we're going to go back in, and now we're going to use Storm Dust. And we're going to use that on our outer V to blend with a more dense brush. We're going to go ahead and just use that to kind of remove any harsh lines with that blue. And then we did lose a lot of the blue, so I'm going to go back in and lightly touch up where I want the blue to pop. Once we're done touching up the blue, I'm going to go ahead and with the same brush pick up Black Matter with that same brush, and just where the blue and the brown meet, or the orange, where those two meet, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that to help the transition into that shade. And then the best part is getting a makeup wipe and removing any excess to help set the face before we start with our face makeup. Also helps sharpen the outer edge there to make it look more sharp. Then we're going to go ahead and start priming our face. We're going to use the Honest Beauty Primer. This helps lock your makeup throughout the day before we go ahead and start with our face products. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe foundation and my It Cosmetics brush. I'm going to put that all over, and then I'm going to start blending it out. It does look a bit crazy, but it does oxidize a lot. So throughout the video, you'll see the color of it change. It looks very crazy. It looks like it's not my shade, but with time, again, it changes. Back with our Pat McGrath concealer, I'm going to go ahead and set this under my eyes to brighten underneath. And I'm going to go back in with the brush that came with the collection. And I'm going to go ahead and use that to go ahead and spread out the concealer, blend out the concealer. And then I'm just going to tap it with my blender, my NYX, using the Pat McGrath Labs setting powder in light. We're going to use that underneath our eyes. It's going to smooth and brighten underneath. I use my crown brush for this to go ahead and apply it under. I really do enjoy these three things: the concealer brush, the concealer, and the powder. I'll be using my Fenty Beauty Banana powder to set the remainder of the face. I've been loving this powder to set my face. Doesn't add too much color and makes my makeup last. This lighting just not doing it for me, so time to switch it up and a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and start our contour. We're going to be using the NYX palette, Love Contours All. This here has a bunch of different neutral shades. We're going to be using one of the lighter shades to contour with a crown angled brush. We're going to go ahead and contour our normal contouring points, our forehead, the jawline underneath my chin, and especially the face there. Blinked on the name. But we're going to be using this. We're also going to be doing a bit of a nose contour, and for that I pick up a different brush. I'm going to pick up my smaller contouring brush and use that, and then blending it with a fluffy brush. I'm going to use the powder brush that I use normally to go ahead and blend out the remainder, and I will let you enjoy while you see me take those steps. And we're going to add a little bit of highlight. We're going to be using Fire from my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I'm going to go ahead and just add that there at the apples of our cheeks to have a bit of a nice natural glow. Time to add some blush. Don't know which blush I'm using, but we're just gonna try and bring some color back into the face with that. And then I'm gonna be using my NYX Lingerie in shade 2 for my lips. Lastly, we're just going to go back into the under the eye to smoke it out a little bit, and we're going to be doing the opposite of what we did on the top. So we're going to be using the blue first, then going in with the Lunar Eclipse Zero Gravity and blend those out. Once we are done doing that, then we are all done with the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you next time. Bye!